Hello, welcome. This is our fourth class. Today we are going to correct our first list of exercises, okay? Now let's begin. So in the first question, I brought a text from ENEM 2014, okay? I adapted the question but not the text, okay? The text is exactly the same that was used in ENEM 2014, okay? Now, the name of the text is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, okay? So, let us read the poem. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference, okay? So, let us try to understand this text, okay, so that we can answer this first question here, okay? So, two roads diverged in a wood. A wood, in this case, is the same as a forest, okay? Wood, I know that there's a different meaning, okay? Wood has the meaning of a material, right? So do you remember the cartoon Woody the Woodpecker? Okay, Woody the Woodpecker. Okay, so wood is that material, the material that we find in trees, okay? That is wood. So because of that, wood can also be used sometimes as a synonym for forest, okay? So, two roads diverged in a wood, in a forest. And I took the one less traveled by, okay? He took the road that fewer people chose, okay? Fewer people traveled this road, in this road, okay? So, and that, he says, that made all the difference, okay, probably in his life, okay? Now, what is important for us here is to notice that there are some verbs in the simple past, okay? We're going to see this in the second question. Now, let us try to understand the meaning of the text so that we can actually answer the first question, okay? So, according to the text, the author took the easiest road. Can we say that? No, it's actually the opposite, okay? The idea of the text is the opposite. Probably the easiest road is the one more traveled, okay? More traveled, that more people chose. Probably this would be the easiest road. Now, we could maybe say he took the hardest road, the one fewer people chose, okay? Now, can we say the author took the busiest road? Can we say that? No, right? Do you guys know what busy mean? So I am going to take this moment to recommend for you a very good website where you can find a free dictionary. Every time you have doubts about a word, you can go to this website here, look, www.thefreedictionary.com. Okay, so in this website here, this is a free dictionary, okay? You just type the word that you don't understand. It's going to show you the meaning of these words, okay? So here I looked up the word busy, okay? Busy, okay? Also, to look up is a phrasal verb that means to search for a word, to search for something that you have doubt, as in a dictionary, for example, okay? So this is a phrasal verb, look up, okay? So every time you don't know a word, you look it up. You look it up, okay? Now, busy is an adjective, okay? It means engaged in activity, as work, occupied, okay? Number two, busy is also characterized by or sustaining much activity, a busy morning, a busy street, okay? So this second meaning here is the one that most applies to the text, right? So a busy street, a street with many people, a lot of noise, many cars, busy, okay? That's the meaning of that, okay? So can we say the author took the busiest street, the busiest road? No, for the opposite. He took the one less traveled by, So, no, he did not take the busiest road, for the opposite, right? Now, the author regrets his decision. Now, we can see it. Let's look at the end of the text. So I took the road, right? The one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. That has made all the difference. No, so no, he's not regretting his decision. On the opposite, right? He is actually happy that he made a difficult decision, because this decision made all the difference in his life, okay? So we can say that the correct answer is the author celebrates his choice. The author is happy about his choice, okay? Okay, so the correct one would be letter D. The author celebrates his choice, okay? This question is actually very similar to the one they asked in ENEM. The difference is that in ENEM, the question was in Portuguese, okay? So I adapted so that we could bring here in our intermediate classes, okay? Now, question number 2. Turn the verbs into simple present, okay? Now, this is very important for us because we are studying the simple past, okay? So let us see how to, now we are going to do the opposite of what we've been doing during the classes, right? We usually saw the verb in the simple present and turned it into the simple past. Now we're going to do the other way around, okay? Now, diverged. Diverged, look, ends in ed, means this is a regular verb. So, the simple present of diverged is diverge, to diverge, okay? Now, took. Took is an irregular verb. It is the past of take, right? Very simple. Now, this one is very important. I wanted to show you something. Look, traveled ends in ed, right? Ends in ed, so the correct, it's regular, and the simple present is to travel. Now, look here. Travel ends in a consonant and is preceded by only one vowel. So, usually, we would double this consonant if the stress were on the last syllable, okay? But look at the pronunciation of the verb. Travel, travel. So the stress, the strong syllable, is the first, not the last. So in this case here, we don't have to double the last consonant, okay? But the verb to travel accepts both forms, okay? You can form the simple past with only one L or with double L, okay? Traveled or traveled, no difference here, okay? It's optional, okay? All right, so going back here, letter D, made is the past of the verb to make. Make, simple past, made, okay? Very simple. Number 3, fill in the blanks with the simple past and turn these sentences into negative and interrogative, okay? Letter A, Smith, what is the past of the verb to comb? So to comb is a regular verb. So Smith combed his hair this morning. Smith combed his hair this morning. Question. Did Smith comb his hair this morning? Did Smith comb his hair this morning? Remember, the verb here in the questions and negative goes back to its original form because we are using the auxiliary did, okay? And the auxiliary goes before the subject to ask a question, right? Now, negative. Smith didn't comb his hair this morning. Smith didn't comb, okay? Or did not comb his hair this morning, okay? Now, letter B. I, the answer, and the verb is the verb to know. So what is the past of the verb to know? I knew. I knew the answer. I knew the answer. Now, question. Did you know the answer? Okay, now here I changed I for you because it's a little strange, right? Did I know the answer? But it's correct. So if you in your exercise you wrote, did I know the answer? It's also correct, okay? I just changed to make more sense, okay? So did you know the answer? Negative. You didn't know the answer. You didn't know the answer, or I didn't know the answer. I didn't know the answer. Letter C. Linda and Patrick, and I want to use the verb to be. Linda and Patrick is the same as they. What is the conjugation of verb to be in the simple past for they? They They were. So Linda and Patrick were the best students in their class. They were the best students in their class. Now, question. Were they the best students in their class? Were they? Or if you don't want to use they, you can ask, were Linda and Patrick the best students in their class? No problem. Also correct. The same thing, okay? I just used here the subject pronoun to make the sentence shorter, okay? So were they or were Linda and Patrick? Remember, so verb to be, we don't need the auxiliary verb. Only the verb to be goes before the subject. Very simple. Now the negative. They weren't the best students in their class. They weren't the best students in their class. Okay, verb to be, very simple, right? Verb to be plus not. Were not, weren't. The same, okay? Now letter D. She, and I want to use the verb to tell. So the past of tell is told. She told you about the robbery. She told you about the robbery. Question. Did she tell you about the robbery? Did she tell you about the robbery? Negative. She didn't tell you about the robbery. She did not tell you about the robbery. Okay? Very simple. Now letter E. Steve, and the verb is the verb to earn. To earn is a regular verb. So Steve earned a lot of money last year. Steve earned a lot of money last year. Okay, question. Did Steve earn a lot of money last year? Did Steve earn a lot of money last year? Negative. Steve didn't earn, or Steve did not earn a lot of money last year. Okay? Now, letter F. Last summer the verb to go in the simple past is went. We went to the beach. Last summer, we went to the beach. Question. Did we go to the beach last summer? Or last summer, did we go to the beach? Now, negative. We didn't go to the beach last summer. Or last summer, we didn't go to the beach. Okay? Okay, so that was it. Okay, so we corrected our first list of exercises. Next class, we are going to learn how to use the expression used to. Used to. Okay, very important. Something that we used to do in the past, but that we don't do very often anymore. Okay, so we are going to see this in the next class. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the emails and the messages I've been receiving. Thank you very much. See you next class.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want.